They say it's a big rich town. I just come from the poorest part. What's up, y'all? This is Ty, and I am here to review season 4, episode 7 of Power Book 2 Ghosts. And the episode is titled I Can't Fix This. We're getting closer, y'all, to the final episode. I think it's almost only 2 more episodes after this, and we're at the end. I hate to see this show go because I really love this Ghost. But I'm hearing rumors that they're going to be spinning off. They're going to do another spinoff. We'll see. Time will tell. But anyway, before I get into this review, let me give a shout out to my lovely subscribers. Shout outs to Kryptonian Black, Tayon's World, The R.C. Kroger, Quentin Baptiste, and June BLC, and all the rest of you folks that are watching this show with me. Don't be afraid. Leave your comments down below. Engage. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Let's keep this channel doing what? Going and growing. That's right. So let's get down into this. Let's get down to this review, get into this episode. So we know last week that disgusting Detective Felicia, stomped out Diana, someone who I wasn't that crazy about, but I began to like her after that. After that happened, I felt bad for her. We watch her stomp out Diana, which causes Diana to have a miscarriage. Tariq comes to the rescue, takes her, then we see this scene picks right up where we left off. They're at the hospital. Now they're at the hospital. Diana comes to, and she's like, Tariq is like, I'm so sorry. And she's like, listen, you see what this life of crime gets us, being in this life? And she's just like throwing it on. I can't be. And she tells him to get out. She's pissed off with him. First of all, you're the one who involved him in this, right? And the reason she involved him in this is the reason why Felicia got upset when she said, I told you to go kill Zion. You went and got Tariq and got him involved. And now I got to jack you up. So see, you got to blame yourself. And not only that, what's bugging me with Diana is how you going to put this like, oh, you see what happens when you're in this life? Yeah. Ironic you're telling him that, but you come from a whole family of killers and drug lords. So you should know about the life. But I get what she was saying. I do get what she was saying. She's like, she wants out of it. This is not the way. She's just fed up. So as he's leaving, because she tells him to get out. I mean, she was taking her frustrations out on him. But I'm like, your whole family's into crime. So what you taking frustrations out on him for? But I understand. And he wants revenge. And as he's leaving, Monet walks in, and Monet's like, what's going on? How's the baby? And of course, she lost the baby, so just a miscarriage. And Monet's like, Tariq, don't do nothing. I will handle this. Tariq says, listen, I don't work for you no more, with all respect. I'm going to do what I got to do. So Tariq is trying to get revenge and find out what's going on as well. Meanwhile, Kane walks in there. He wants to know what's going on. And Diana tells him it was that crooked cop, Felicia. And he's like, who is Felicia? But Monet's like, yo, mind your business. Stay out of this, that, and the third. And she tells Diana, we don't need him in this. This could be too much and he could get himself killed, And so he was like, listen, when Monet mess up, call me. But now the thing is, Monet wants revenge. And of course, Kane is like, yeah, call me. He wants some revenge too. But speaking of revenge, as we also saw last week, another person who wants revenge is Councilman Tate, because his brother, the police officer, what's his name? Kamal? Is that his name? Yeah. His brother was killed by the hands of dirty Detective Carter because, you see, he just messed up. Tate, he pissed me off because why would you, like when we saw in last week's episode, why would you be like, oh, I got to think about it? You should have known, I guess maybe he just trusted him. But you can't be trusting nobody. You should have been like, yeah, I'm down. Just say it. Because you meeting up in this dark, ain't just you and him. Y'all meeting in this mysterious place. I know he brought him there. But still, Carter killed him when he wouldn't, come in. So it's like when he wouldn't agree with anything. Agree to being crooked. So now Carter has the nerve to be in Councilman Tate's face, telling him, oh yeah, I'm sorry about what happened. And he lies to him and tells him it was the Russians because, we had busted them and looks like this is revenge. But see, here's the thing. Tate is like, okay. So if that's what's happened, I want revenge. I need you to find out who did this to my better half, talking about his brother. Who did this to my better half? You find out. He said, oh, if not, I'm going to the press. Now, this is causing some little shakiness here because now Carter got to go back to his crooked crew and tell them, listen, we got to go after these Russians. He tells them what happened. But then that nasty Felicia, she's still like, with Officer Tate, she's like, oh, well, he got what was coming to him. And she just heartless. And it was really pissing me off. And I said, somebody got to get rid of her because I'm really sick of her. But she doesn't really care. She does not care. Meanwhile, we have Drew doing his dirty work, what he needs to get done to help with Carter and them. When he came with a deal to get rid of that guy in the prison that has some information on Carter and the dirty cops. So we see him do that. We watch him hang the man and make it look like the guy. That was interesting right there. And this is his leverage because he told Carter, listen, when I do this for you, I want you to leave my sister and my mother alone. We want to be out of this. So that was interesting. That was really interesting. And we also saw in this episode, we seen Monet go to Carter and tell him, listen, what's up with your girl Felicia and what she did? Now, I went off with her head. She caused my daughter to have a miscarriage. Carter is like shocked. He's like, I didn't know that she was pregnant and I didn't know that she did that. I didn't know Felicia did that. But see, him with this whole Samaritan thing that he thinks he's doing, there's this thing that he thinks he's doing where he's being a vigilante or what. I'm not finding the right words, but you know what I mean. He's trying to stand on this soapbox and say he's doing God's work and helping him by getting rid of the drug dealers and doing this. But this is spiraling out of control. And so when he confronts Felicia, she don't really care. She's like, oh, well, that's what happened with drug dealers, scum, this, that, and the third. And she didn't know the girl was pregnant. And he's like, are you using again? You're doing too much. Lay low. But then while she's telling, he says, first of all, why'd you even attack her anyway? She said, I told her to kill Zion and she had Tariq kill Zion. He said, you did what? You told her to kill Zion? I told you to kill Zion. She said, I couldn't do it. I was being investigated, so I told her to do it, and she went and had Tariq do it, and they did it in the safe house. And so she's like, I have the footage. I'm the only one with the footage. And Carter said, give me that footage, and I'll handle this. That's basically what he said to her, that he'll handle this. And what she didn't know was that Diana was watching her the whole time. Because now Diana, after she went into this whole thing about, oh, this ain't the way. Now all of a sudden she wants revenge. The big payback. She wants revenge. She mad. She wants revenge. But before we get into that, let's talk about how the artist that was working with Braden and Tariq came in there and he said, listen, we done with y'all because we know that y'all are using us to sell your drugs. And we want to know, we got fans or fiends. You know, these crackheads up in here, are they here for us or for the music, or are they just here to get high? And him and Tariq almost getting a scuffle. And Tariq and Braden have a few words because Braden is like, that ain't the way. And he's like, listen, you the problem anyway. You the one jumped up on the stage last week and made a fool out of yourself and all that. So that all of that was interesting. But then we get something else that I thought was very interesting. And a little unconvincing, but it still worked. I was like, a little unrealistic. But sometimes you got to suspend belief in these shows. When they had Effie and Braden come to an agreement along with Kane, and they go in here to this officer's house to retrieve data off of his laptop. How you know where this man's laptop is? But you know what? Then again, you can figure it out. But they pull off this whole fake carjacking thing. Braden comes and say he was attacked. Effie helps him with the story. That's how they get in the house. And she says, I have to use the bathroom. When she goes to the bathroom, she goes to the room and finds the laptop. And then they almost get caught. But here comes Kane to save the day because Effie messaged him. And he comes in. He's playing a cop. And then end up retrieving the information, retrieving the data, getting all the information. So they know all about Carter. They know about the Russian thing. And they know that things are not adding up. And that money is missing. So now Kane now knows that Carter is dirty. I was like interested in Carter's crew is dirty. Very interesting stuff right there, right? This episode, I'm telling you, the twists and turns that this show has, it's always crazy to me. It's always crazy. Then we see Tariq take a visit to see his mother, Tasha. So it was good to see Tasha St. Patrick and his little sister. And he's telling her, she already could tell something's wrong. She said, you got that face just like your father. She could already tell something's wrong. And he's telling her, listen, Diana was pregnant with my baby. She had a miscarriage due to this woman, this crooked cop. He's explained all that. But it was good to see that and seeing Tasha interplay. And I have a feeling we're going to see more of Tasha before this series ends. So that was interesting. And like I said, there's rumors that they're doing another Power. So we'll see about that. And so what else happened after that? We have this whole thing with Noma and McClane and Kane. Noma can't do business because she's not a citizen. She can't get those government contracts. And you see what happened to the guy. So she needs to be a U.S. citizen. And McClane is saying he can help her. And, of course, he's flirting with him. He's saying he can help and he can get his situation. But then we have Kane saying, marry me. And we can be business partners that way. And I was like, oh, that was interesting. He was like, marry me, and we could do business partners, and you could still deal with your little boy toy McClane over there. I thought that was interesting too. And then you see this whole love triangle thing going on because when he helped Effie out with Effie came back to his home and he went over there to give the information. When Kane went over there to give the information to Noma, Effie's waiting up for him and he don't come back because, Noma's turned on. So it's like she knew he spent the night there and then she left. And then we see the phone ring and it looks Effie's mom is calling us. I'm like, will we get to see her? Now, we see Carter do this whole bust of this Russian and now he kills this guy. Guy had nothing to do with this thing at all, but he sells that back to Tate. Tate bought what he was selling. Oh yeah, we got revenge for you now. Tate's like, anything you need, you got me. Tate spits on the corpse because he thinks that's the guy that killed his brother, but it's not. When that killed your brother, it's smiling right in your face. So that was that. We'll see how that all plays out. Now let's get down to the good nitty gritty of this episode. Diana confronting Felicia. Comes into their house with the gun. Felicia's like, you don't want to kill a cop. You don't want to do this. Which you don't. That could be some serious problems. They get to tussling, getting the best of each other, getting a little tussle. That was a nice little scene. And then Diana ends up getting the best of her. And then Diana takes that frying pan and she didn't use the gun. Meanwhile, while that's happening, Monet realized her gun is missing. So she's going on alert and letting everybody know. Now, Diana has killed Felicia. So, bye, Felicia. Look, it would have been funny. Or it would have been funny if she would have said that in the episode. Bye, Felicia. So she's killed Felicia. And now we have a dead cop on our hands. Body all out on the floor. And as that's happening, who does she call? She calls Tariq. And I'm like, you just got through telling him all this other stuff. And he's trying to, now you call him, I need your help. He comes over. As he comes over, here comes Monet. Monet's like, give me my gun. We got to clean this stuff up. But before they could get out of there, here comes Drew. And he's with Carter. He done made a deal with Carter. He done told Carter the whole truth. He told Carter, he said, listen, it was the Russians' money. It wasn't the Russians' money stash that we was robbing. That was Noma's. So now he's pissed off. He's like, y'all done killed my girl. I told you not to do this. He said, this is crazy. And sadly, the little boy, Felicia, had a son. And that whole thing with them convinced him to go back up to bed and all that. I was like, whatever. But, it's TV. So after that, he's pissed off. Carter is pissed off and he says, I could destroy all of you, but your son, he made a good deal with me. But this is what we're going to do now. Y'all are going to give me help. Y'all going to be my leverage and give me Noma. And then maybe then I'll let y'all off the hook. I'll make this look like an accident. And that's how the episode ended. And I was like, wow, this is getting good. But I don't know where we twisted and turned into because we only got 2 episodes left. So what's going to happen? So he wants all of them. And he tells Tariq, welcome aboard or something like that. So now we got to figure out what is going to happen in these next 2 episodes. Because now it's like Carter wants them to work with him to take down Noma. And I'm like, But what about his whole, remember when Carter first came on the scene, he was trying to get revenge on Tariq for killing that cop. So it's a lot. Who knows? We only got 2 episodes left, but I did enjoy this. Tell me your thoughts. What did you think about this episode? I thought this was a good episode, but it left me saying, where are they going with this? Where are they going? And we got 2 episodes left, and we'll find out. So that's all I have for now. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next video.